heck of a win at home, 9-2, baby. Hey, took all of us, right? They throw a punch, man, we didn't go anywhere. And you finished 17, you're freaking All right, here we go. Listen up. This is not our Super Bowl. It's not the end of the line, right? It's not the finish line. We got a lot more. Okay, we got a lot more. Let's stay humble in victory, right? Humble in victory and hungry. Love y'all. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Resilient damn football team right here, man. I'm so proud of you guys, man. That same process every week. One, two, three.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into week 13 of the Sean McDermott Show, presented by Kaleida Health. Thanks for joining us, Sean. Thanks for spending a couple minutes with us. And just another week 11 win, right? Just another water under the bridge. Let's go. 6th straight win, 9-2 starts, the first one in the franchise since 1992. The best start of your tenure here in Buffalo. What's been the biggest difference so far this season from your previous years?
Well, 1992. Were you on that
It's
team?
a long time ago.
Were you on
Yeah,
that team?
I think I was. They tell me I was. I can't remember. It's been so long.
Well, what an honor to to start off
Yeah.
9-2 like you guys did, and
Right.
it's hard to do, as you know,
Yeah.
right? It's taken a lot of effort on everyone's part, and just real proud of the guys to this point.
Yeah. You know, Josh had the game at 262 passing, a touchdown, a pick, 12 carries for 55. He's doing stuff nobody's ever done before for longer into his career. The game on the line, he calls his own number on the 4th down. I mean, everybody's seen the play 1,000 times by this time. Where does that touchdown rank for you in your moments you've experienced as Bills head coach? Because to me, you have to check the structure of the stadium after that one, man. It was shaking.
It was huge. Yeah. I'll tell you what, and the decision to go for it was what it was. We're not going away from that game, not going for it right there. And I just think the thinking, the mindset that goes with it, and the mindset that Josh Allen had and our offense had, it just, to me, it was on display in full bloom right there.
Yeah. So you get some help from guys. Amari Cooper, he missed a couple of games with the wrist. He has 2 huge catches to set up touchdowns in the first half. And he said after the game, this is the first time he felt joy after a win in a long time. And it's got to make you feel good, talking about the culture you've built here. Curtis Samuel, he had 5 receptions, 58 yards, had his first touchdown of the year. And he's the 11th different guy to catch a touchdown pass for you guys this year. What do Cooper and Samuel, what do they add to the offense? And the way they've acclimated, it's got to make you feel pretty good.
Well, it does. To your point, we've used a lot of people back there in the wide receiver room, and a lot of them have chipped in. And it seems like when we lose one, somebody else steps up, which is a really good thing. Josh is depositing the ball where the read is supposed to take him, which is also powerful as well. And I think it just, to me, really speaks to the team element of our wide receiver room and our team, offensively in this case.
So you got James Cook. He had 2 rushing touchdowns in the first half. And he had a kind of an attitude after not winning the angry run contest. And again, then he wins one. He's become the 10th Bills player with 10 rushing touchdowns in a season. First one since Shady McCoy back in the day here in 2016. Hard to run against the Chiefs, but they hung in there because it was a close game. You could stick with it if you wanted to. How happy are you with the evolution of your rushing attack and the way James is leading the way?
Well, they've done a great job, led by Coach Cromer and Coach Gunn in that O-line room. Connor McGovern, all those guys have done a phenomenal job. We've had a couple injuries that we hadn't experienced prior to the last week or so. And guys stepped in, Vandy stepped in, Rich Garage stepped in the course of the game there and did a great job. And we've been able to weather that storm a little bit. And when you can win the line of scrimmage, it certainly makes moving the ball a lot easier.
Let's talk about your defensive captain, Terrell Bernard. He had a huge sack, game-ending interception, finished with game-high 8 tackles versus the Chiefs. And second game in a row where you've had a guy with a sack and an interception. How great is it to see Terrell have a game like that on the biggest stage, given his injuries, his roller coaster of a season he's had so far physically?
Yeah, that's huge. He's the leader on our defense. That's why he wears the C on his chest like Josh does for the offense. And collectively, they both do for their football team overall. And he just does a great job playing that middle linebacker position. He's a great communicator. He puts in a ton of time during the week, and he does a great job leading by example for the young players in that room.
Thanks, Coach. We'll catch up with you later in the show to get your final thoughts on facing the 49ers on Sunday Night Football. Stay with us.
The Game Plan is presented by Energy Mark. Trust Energy Mark for renewable energy supply.
When we come back, Eric Wood breaks down the top plays from the win over the Chiefs. Then take a look back at some of the best mic'd up moments from the first part of the season.
Chopping Wood is presented by St. Bonaventure University, an official education partner of the Buffalo Bills.
Welcome back to the Sean McDermott Show, and it's time for another edition of Chopping Wood with our good buddy Eric Wood. The Bills got a signature win at home over the Chiefs, one of the great moments you'll ever see at Highmark Stadium. What stood out to you?
Well, it was just a great win by the Bills. Josh made some huge plays, and the offense outgained the Chiefs in every category. I love the way Amari Cooper stepped up big early in the game with a couple huge catches to set up those 2 James Cook rushing touchdowns. And then Dawson Knox and Curtis Samuel, they contributed big time with Dalton and Keon out with injuries. And then with the game on the line, Josh called his own number and the place absolutely erupted. It was an unbelievable play to close out a huge team win for the Bills.
All right, well, let's start with Amari Cooper. His huge catch on the Bills' opening drive, it set up the James Cook touchdown that you mentioned. This went for 30 yards, and what a catch.
Yeah, early on, the Bills knew that they needed to stay on the field offensively and keep that Chiefs offense off the field. And here you're facing 3rd and 7. You got a 3-by-1 set. Josh sees it's man free, so he holds the safety with his eyes, and he knows that he's going to attack Johnson, the corner, for Kansas City down on the outside with Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper actually gets his right hand tied up on this play, and so with a cast on his left hand, makes a one-handed grab to extend this drive for the Bills.
Yeah, and a little later, James Cook punched it in from 6 yards out for his second rushing touchdown of the game. What did you see on this one?
So the Bills run a duo scheme here, so you're going to get double teams across the board, and James Cook does a nice job of pressing the hole and getting the backers to stack, Nick Bolton to stack, and then cutting it back across, and then he finishes this one off himself. He was the winner of the Angry Run award for Good Morning Football, and I guess he's got a shot at it maybe again this week.
Well, let's fast forward to the 4th quarter, and Curtis Samuel got his first receiving touchdown of the year from 12 yards out. Take me through the play design here.
Yeah, so this is man-to-man defense, and so you love crossing routes, and it's a legal pick. It's not called. It's a legal pick here by Mac Hollins, but he sees the corner Johnson going to try and go over the top, so he just bends his route out, but he turns in space to where it looks like he's sitting on the route, knowing that his job on this play is to simply free up Samuel. And Mac Hollins does a lot of the dirty work in this offense, so give him credit. Josh sees that there's a free rusher, so he's got to buy enough time to be able to get this ball out to Samuel, and then Samuel puts this one in for his first touchdown of the season.
All right, so that brings us to the moment, this 4th down, 2:27 to play. Josh drops back to pass, then takes off for a 26-yard touchdown run to seal the game. What a moment. Take me through it.
Yeah, so Josh said after the game that they thought this was going to be man-to-man defense, so they had crossing routes similar to the Samuel touchdown, but instead it's zone. And look, I kind of thought that Josh might take this one with his legs the whole time. Osiris Torrance and Ryan Vandermark have great blocks on the right side, both one-on-one against Karlaftis and Chris Jones, 2 really tough matchups. And look, Josh, this might be his MVP moment right here. Takes it 26 yards to the house, breaks multiple tackles, gets punched in the face mask at the end of this one, but takes this one in for 6, which ended up sealing the game at the time.
Great stuff as always. Thanks, Eric. We'll catch up with you after the 49ers game.
Yeah, looking forward to it, Steve.
Still to come on the Sean McDermott Show, take a look back at some of the best moments from Mic'd Up. And later on, we take a deep dive into some next-gen stats on Sportsology.
Mic'd Up is presented by Geico.
Can't ask for a better day, man. Beautiful weather, chance to go out there and play some football, man. Make some plays, fly around, play for each other. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
What?
I'm mic'd.
Laugh?
I'm mic'd. Then
Oh,
you know.
type
Yeah.
mic'd up type.
What's up, number 3? How you? What up? Nice to meet you. Like that jersey. Hey, we're prepared for this, boys. That's all that matters is us. Do us well. Love you, boys. Have fun. Family on 3, 1, 2, 3. Changing it up. Let's get it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. Hey, smart, fast, and physical. Play one to play none.
Have y'all seen that? You seen Waterboy? Yeah. You remember when Bobby Boo showed up at halftime and the Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl?
Hey, get that ball. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You want that ball? Yeah. You want that ball? Yeah, where'd it go? You want that ball? Good effort, baby. Hell of an effort.
Omaha, set!
What? Can't do it right now. I'm playing a game.
Let's go! Come on! Let's go, boys! Let's go, boys!
Thanks, pal.
One more!
Thank you.
One more! Yeah, King! Yeah, King! Turn me the up!
I did it! We're set! You're so tough. You're so tough. You're so tough.
Bills Mafia, y'all showed up tonight, man. Like y'all always do. We appreciate y'all, love y'all, and let's keep this thing rocking.
Yo, this is Reed Ferguson, 31-10, got another dub in Miami. Go Bills.
Big win. Big win. We're still going, baby. Big dub.
Rasul Douglas checking out, man. First place with a dub.
The boy's gonna kill me. I didn't tell him I was mic'd up. That's a no-no. You guys hit it well. I didn't feel anything. Go Bills.
Next up on the Sean McDermott Show, we break down some next-gen stats in Sportsology. Plus, hear Coach's final thoughts on facing the 49ers on Sunday night.
Sportsology is presented by ECMC. ECMC, bringing hope and healing to Western New York.
The Bills earned an important victory over the Chiefs in Week 11. Quarterback Josh Allen flexed a muscle only few can flex at the end of the game to make sure Buffalo took home the win. The Bills are now the only team in the NFL who's beaten Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes 4 times. Here's the stats behind how the Bills got it done. Allen defied the odds in the fourth quarter with his incredible 26-yard rushing touchdown on 4th and 2. It gave the Bills the 9-point lead with just over 2 to go. According to Next Gen Stats, at the time of the snap, the play only had a 1.2% chance of being a touchdown. Buffalo's win probability jumped 14.2% to 97.6% after the touchdown. Allen ran for 20 yards over expected on that play. The QB led the Bills with 12 carries for 55 yards and a rushing touchdown in that game. 45 of those 55 yards were picked up on scramble runs. Allen is known to scramble at a higher rate against the Chiefs, 10.9% of the time compared to all other opponents, just 6.9%. Josh Allen now has 244 total touchdowns since coming into the league in 2018. That ties a team record with Hall of Fame quarterback Jim Kelly. I know we're all looking forward to seeing how Allen continues to shock the world this season.
After the break, our crew from Buffalo Bills Weekly gives you their game preview for Sunday's showdown with the 49ers. Plus, Coach shares what it will take to get the win on Sunday Night Football in Orchard Park.
The Bills Bills are hosting the 49ers on Sunday Night Football. San Francisco quarterback Brock Purdy didn't start last week against the Packers due to a right shoulder injury. Head coach Kyle Shanahan is hopeful Purdy will be able to go against Buffalo. Quarterback Brandon Allen started in Purdy's place in Week 12. The team lost 38-10. Allen had 2 turnovers and completed less than 60% of his passes. Shanahan is known for a plug-and-play system. Regardless if Purdy can't or can go against Buffalo, the offense shouldn't change much.
Shouldn't change much, but the effectiveness of the offense is the big question, and we saw that last week against Green Bay. And to be fair, too, they've had players in and out of the lineup. They were without their all-pro left tackle, Trent Williams. Pass protection was definitely an issue in that game. But really, what Allen's presence in the lineup does is it afforded Green Bay the opportunity to focus all of their attention on Christian McCaffrey. And once they neutralized him, the game is completely on Allen's shoulders. He proved last week anyway he was not capable of carrying the offense on point-producing drives, and that's why you had the lopsided score. If he has to play again this week, he should expect a similar approach from Buffalo. Prove to us you can lift that offense and carry it if we neutralize McCaffrey. That's his challenge.
This is a top 10 offense that is with Brock Purdy in the lineup, but even with Purdy in the lineup, they've been struggling in the red zone and have a lot of turnovers so far this season. San Francisco's defense is a top 10 unit. They're allowing just over 300 total yards per game and an 81 passer rating. Both rank top 10. While they're at the top of the league in some areas, they're struggling in others. This is a defense who's surrendering leads and in the red zone, allowing an average of 5.5 points per red zone drive. That's third worst in the NFL. Chris, how can this offense capitalize off of that?
Yeah, Buffalo's got to control the tempo of the game, similar to the way they did against Kansas City when they had 34 minutes time of possession, wear down that San Francisco defense with a steady diet of the run game, mix in some play action pass, and if you do that, you should have time of possession edge. You know that this San Francisco defense is shorthanded personnel-wise. They will wear down. They'll give up points. Fourth quarter leads are an issue for them if they have it. They've given it up. They have the same problem as Baltimore's defense, giving up major points in the fourth quarter. They're 28th in the league in fourth quarter points allowed. They've given up over 100 this season now after the Green Bay game. I don't know if it's getting any better for them anytime soon.
For more from Brownie and Maddy, including insights from players and coaches, plus exclusive interviews, check your local listings for Buffalo Bills Weekly, also available on Buffalo Bills YouTube. Coach, you're back at home hosting the 49ers on Sunday Night Football, another primetime game. You never get these 1 o'clock games anymore. They're the defending NFC champs. And my thought has always been this: if you win in these big games, your reward is a bigger one.
Games.
Yeah, it's more of them. Sorry, here's another one, right?
Yeah.
But that you kind of earn, you get what you earn, and
that's it. I mean, every game is we try and make it the same size, the same level of importance. Our fans are incredible. They get just juiced out I mean, it's just incredible, right? So as Coach Levy said, I just believe in it, right? Where else would you rather be than right here, right now? I think that's so cool, that saying, and I put it in my office, and I just think it's just so fitting for our season this year.
All right, so Kyle Shanahan, head coach of the Niners, he's had 2 Super Bowl appearances. He always puts together offenses that can really run the ball well, like his dad Mike did. Comes from that coaching tree, and everybody talks about that tree. How much have you seen Kyle take what his dad did, that philosophy, that coaching tree, and make it his own and do his own thing with it?
Very innovative from a play design standpoint, from a play caller standpoint. The tree that you mentioned, Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, the list goes on. So it's a huge tree and a tree that's made up of very good coaches.
Okay, so last one. My Cause, My Cleats, coming up this week. Players, coaches, you get to wear custom cleats. And we know how hard it is for the NFL to do stuff that's out of the norm. They let the players do their own thing, have their own cleats, coaches too. What will you be supporting? What's the cause that you're going to be supporting? And what's this mean to you and the players? How big a deal is this in your locker room?
Well, I think you get a chance as a player or coach to really share what's on your heart, share what you're passionate about. And for me personally, about a year and a half ago, my dad was diagnosed with leukemia. So I'm going to be having that on my on my coaching shoes for the game, and I'm looking forward to that. And it's not just my dad that's affected by cancer. There are so many in the world affected by cancer, that I think the more money that we can put towards that, all the better.
That's great stuff, Coach. Thanks. Good luck this week against the 49ers. For all of you at home, thanks for joining us on the Sean McDermott Show presented by Kaleida Health. We're going to catch up with you after the 49ers game. And until then, go Bills.
Final Thoughts is presented by Toyota. Toyota is the exclusive and official vehicle of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places. The Sean McDermott Show is presented by Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills. By Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys. Call 716-684-COMP today. And by Toyota. Toyota is the exclusive and official vehicle of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places.